Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you are all having a great day. If you aren't subscribed yet, please do. We'd love to have you as part of the community. Please subscribe because we trying to build this place. Today we're talking about tuning for your 04.5 to 07 5.9 Cummins. Today it's the Smarty SSR tuner. So if you're looking at the box, it is very simple. You open it and the tuner's inside. I have already opened it, obviously, and I've been using it for a while, so we'll just get rid of that. Here is the tuner, the SSR, all in all of its glory, right? I mean, we got SSR, we got like racing stripes, we got buttons, we got OBD2. That's really all you need, right? So you got the SSR, you got your OBD2 connect, and then you got a USB on the top so that you can update it if you would like. So just a little bit about my truck. I drive an 07.5 5.9 Cummins, last year of the 5.9 Cummins. I'm very proud of that. It is twin turboed. It has bigger injectors. I got a radio sub, 20 by 12 rims, bags in the rear, all that fun stuff. So it's a pretty good truck, but it still needs some work. One of the things it needs is a new transmission. I'm still running the stock transmission, and it needed a tuner. So I did a lot of research on tuning and decided to go with the SSR for this reason. The reason being is because I bought the truck used and I bought it used with a lot of the mods already done, I figured it would be best to have a tuner that I could be constantly playing with the tunes to try to figure out what was best. This is a fully custom tuner. So let's talk about how to tune using the SSR. There isn't really a lot of information on the internet about this, and I want to just kind of clarify. So first, you just plug it into your truck, turn the key on, and it brings you to a menu option. The menu is super easy to use, it is not hard at all, and the instructions that they give you are very easy to follow. But let me just give you a basic idea. With the SSR, you're going to be able to tune your low load duration, your high load duration, your low load timing, your high load timing, your low load rail pressure, and your high load rail pressure. The values that it gives you is between 1 and 50 for those values. So it's like you can set your rail pressure to 1 or 50, whatever you want to do. And in the instructions, it gives you guidelines. You are also able to tune your pre-injection, whether you want to turn that on or off. You're able to turn your shift limiter off. If you don't know what a shift limiter is, basically what it does is it keeps the truck from not making its full power in certain gears. So if say you're in first and you just like floor it and the shift limiter is off, it'll allow you to go to whatever RPM you would like. Super fun, but destroys transmissions. It allows you to change your tire size so that if you're running bigger tires, you can make sure that your speedo is still correct. It also has an RPM limiter, which is nice, so you can set at what point the truck won't let you go further. This is good. So this is good to keep you from breaking things, right? So I have mine set at 4,000. I never even get close to that, but if for some crazy reason it gets to there, it won't let me go further than 4,000. And it also has a miles per hour limiter too. So you can basically say, hey, I don't want my truck to go faster than 100. I don't want my truck to go faster than 120. These are all options that you can set in the tuner. So there's a lot of options in it, which makes it pretty awesome, right? If you're the kind of guy that wants to come at this tuner and you just kind of want to tackle it and just kind of figure your truck out, this is the tuner for you. Should you buy the Smarty SSR? Well, that's maybe not the easiest question to answer. It depends on what you want to do with your truck. If you're the kind of guy that just kind of wants to throw a basic tune on your truck, maybe an ego tune, maybe a little bit more of or maybe just get a little bit more power, the Smarty SSR is not for you. It is not. Get a Smarty Junior, get a Smarty, even a Smarty Senior. The Smarty SSR is for someone that wants to fully be involved with their truck and the tuning of their truck, and they want to manually change all of the parameters themselves. I would say if you're the kind of person who would consider themselves an active diesel enthusiast, someone that is very interested in how their truck works, and they also are very interested as to how they can change it and make it better, then I would say the Smarty SSR is for you. It is for sure for somebody that is always down to just be tweaking, right? I can't tell you how many tunes I have loaded onto my truck. I'm like, oh, let me just change the low load duration, and let me change the high load duration, let me mess with the timing and see if I can get this problem to go away, or see if I can get improvements here, right? Like that's, if you're the kind of person that wants to do that, then yes, I would definitely say go for the SSR. Now, disclaimer, technically you should have a dyno. for the SSR. They recommend that if you're really going to do it right, you need to dyno it for multiple reasons. You can dial your tune in, but also so that you don't break anything. So I have realized this, and while tuning, I've been very careful to drive the truck easy for the most part and not to go crazy with the values. So I have never put any of the values to 50, right? I've basically just gone off what the guide and the instructions have said, and I've done my best to be careful with it. And if the truck ever started to act weird or run weird, I immediately changed the tune. So you can do it without a dyno, but I would not say it's necessarily recommended. But if you do, be careful. But what I will say is an absolute must is if you get the SSR, you absolutely have to have an EGT gauge and a boost gauge. Like, no question. If you don't have those, don't buy it. I'm just going to say it right now. There's no way that you can monitor your engine effectively without those things, especially the EGT. That's the biggest thing when you're messing with timing and with low load duration and high load duration. You gotta be able to know your exhaust gas temperature, right? And you gotta be able to monitor it, because it's like there's some tunes where it was like, crap, dude, that got hot. And then there's other tunes where it was like, hey, that's running pretty cool, right? So, you know, these are some things you need. So if you want to get the SSR, if you're like, hey, the SSR is for me, make sure that you got a boost gauge, make sure that you have an EGT gauge, and then just really think about it and know yourself and realize, hey, I'm going to have to mess with this thing, right? You're going to get cool results, but hey, I'm going to have to mess with this thing. This tuner is not a one and done. This is a, hey, I am going to learn how to tune, right? Like, this is kind of how this tuner works. If you buy it, you're learning how to tune your truck. Now, the benefits of that is, hey, I now know what all of these different values mean, and I know how it affects my driving whenever I change them, right? So it's really cool. But if you don't want to mess with that, then don't buy this tuner. I'm just going to say it right now. And then also, if you want to do it once and get it done right, man, go get EFI Live, go get an MM3, go talk to Fire Pump Diesel, you know, any of those guys, right? Go talk to those guys. They'll get you set up right, right? But if you're the kind of guy that's like, hey, I want to do it myself, that's how I am. I've always been that way. I want to do it myself. I want to figure it out. This is the tuner for you. I am that guy. So I wanted to figure it out. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please leave a like or a dislike or a comment, any of those. And I hope to see y'all in the next one. Peace.